Wah. Hello! Sorry for keeping you guys waiting a little bit longer than usual. It's Dee Dee. How's it going? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, hello, son. I saw Toma, before ad break. So hello, Toma. Where is the plug-in for my headphone? Ah, there we go. My gosh. So if you, follow my Twitter, you saw how today went, how my morning went. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Basically, long story as I knock everything off my desk. Hi, Jambola! So basically, I overslept significantly today. Jiren, hello! Like, for context, my alarm is set for 7 a.m. when I need to, go, like, off-site, like, actually leave the house and go to the apothecary. Don't have to every single day. It's only 3 days out of 7 days of the week, basically. So I woke up at 5:30, which is like, you know, an hour and a half before my alarm, and I was like, I don't want to get up. Let's not get up. And I told myself, I'm like, you need to get up. It sucks that you woke up so much earlier than your alarm, but if you go back to sleep, you know yourself, you're not gonna wake up on time. But I'm like, okay, I'll just lay in bed for a bit. I'll play Fate Grand Order, because there's like a new event out that I haven't started yet. Big mistake, because eventually around 6:30, I think I fell back asleep. So naturally, when my alarm went off at 7 a.m., my body was like, heck! No, we're not getting up, we're sleepy, we're groggy. Turn off that alarm. Fast forward to 8:30 a.m. To get to the apothecary on time, to start at 9 a.m., I have to leave at 8 a.m. So yeah. I messaged the boss like, hey, listen. I turned off my alarm. I literally just woke up. I'm gonna get there as fast as I can. So I was like a whole hour late to work, because even though, like, you know, I didn't even eat breakfast. I had like half a cup of coffee, like just enough to like try and shake like the grogginess. Took like a whole hour because it's no breakfast. Because I knew I was gonna be severely late. Because buses are every 15 to 30 minutes, give or take, and it's like if I don't get out there as soon as I can, the bus schedule's gonna switch off the rush hour schedule, and it's gonna go from being every 15 minutes to every 30 minutes. And then there ended up being a ton of traffic because it is back to school season. You know, all the college kids and stuff are back in class, so everything's packed. So, hi, Spooky! You got attacked by a daddy long legs? What? Rest in peace. But yes, we give thanks to Dee Dee of previous week, because I had the foresight to buy Eggo waffles and leave them in the freezer of the fridge at work. So even though I was an hour late and I'm like, oh man, I haven't eaten anything, I don't think, like, what am I gonna do about lunch? I was like, wait, there's waffles. So, you know, breakfast and lunch of champions, Eggo waffles, but at least it was something. Mogu, please leave the curtains alone. I hear like this little and I turn around and Mogu's clawing at the curtains. Girl, if you want to go behind them, you know how. Hey, my gosh. Sure. My goodness. She's like, thanks, Mom. Now I can see the sun. There you go. You happy now? My curtains are full of little holes from their claws. It is what it is. But yes, Brecky was saved. And technically lunch, not like the best lunch, but it was something else because I had instant miso soup that I also keep at like in like the apothecary kitchen, and I'm like, oh, this is something. But it's not gonna make up for the fact that I don't have a proper lunch. But now it's okay. And that is how today shaped up for me. Otherwise, not the worst. I mean, it's a Friday, so it was... What's the word I'm looking for? As dead as the people in Danganronpa. Just complete, not total silence, but mostly silence. Thank goodness for Friday. Friday! Someone else told me Happy Friday, and I'm like, is that a thing now? Did I miss the memo? Am I just old now? Related song, I was actually thinking of you and your constant tech support, because someone was like, Diana, the scroll, the center wheel thing on the mouse doesn't work anymore. And I'm like, do you check for crumbs? They're like, there's no crumbs. I'm like, does your mouse have a wheel lock? And they're like, I don't know. I'll look it up. I'm like, okay. They were very sweet. They were like, I wish I was more tech savvy. I'm like, well, you told me you Googled a bunch of potential solutions before you reached out to me, so you know, that's more than most people will do. Like, there was someone else who's like, Diana, the space heater you bought, the space heater we got last month doesn't work anymore. I'm like, oh wait, what happened? Does it not blow hot air or anything? And they're like, yeah, it doesn't do anything at all. I'm like, I'm not sure why. It's like, oh, that's weird. They're like, yeah, you know, we had a power outage, but I think that Friday. And it's like, so you do know why it doesn't work anymore. Was it not plugged into our power surger? They're like, it was! I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. Work today was a mess, but that's okay because it's chill time. Excellent. About an hour ago, I was called saying the football stadium gave their only hotspots to students. It's a low internet access stadium that is completely cashless. Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. Good luck, everybody. Rest in pieces. Sheesh. Oh. Yeah, that is just a bad time right there. They had unplugged the network switch. No! Aw, man. Head pat, thank you for the head pack, Spooky. Thank you for the head pat. Head pat, head pat, head pat. There's always something related. Our intern left. He's gone back to school, and I was packing up all of the equipment, and I was about to put it all back at the storeroom. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm taking this monitor. I have 2 monitors now. It's like, no one's gonna stop me. Because now that our intern has left, it's just me and one other person on site, and she's been on sick leave on and off, so it's like, literally, who's gonna stop me? It's like, I could take over this whole place. No one's here to stop me. Mwahaha. In a perfect world, I would finally take the window spot, enjoy some sunshine, but that's a little more difficult to get away with. Alright. Yeah, basically, like, the apothecary, we're split into, like, 3 divisions within the apothecary. And I used to have the window desk, and then the other division's like, technically that's our desk. We want it back. I'm like, okay. And then they did absolutely nothing with it. They've just been putting boxes on top of it. I'm like, I kind of want that back. You just beat the ballet twins catching up. Ooh, very nice. I just started Blue Archive again. And Arknights as well. The upcoming movie Trapezium, is that the one by the Anohana people? Because if so, yes, I have. Oh, the idol one. Right. Now I remember. Right, it's the one that Suisei is gonna be doing the theme song for. That's right. That's where I heard of it before. Yu Azuma lives her high school life by imposing 4 rules on herself in order to become an idol. Never be active on social media? Damn. Never have a boyfriend? Don't stand out at school and make friends with beautiful girls from the north, south, east, and west? Huh? I think she's a little weird. Hilarious. Yeah, and looking at everyone's names, it looks like they do all have some kind of directional pun in it. More so, it seems to be taken from, the Four Guardians. Because there's Taiga, so tiger, and Katori, so, Suzaku. The Phoenix. Koga? Mocha. That one I don't know. Mizuno is probably... Genbu? No, Kame. Kame is Genbu. Anyway. It does look interesting. I totally forgot that movie was coming out. The new My Hero movie? Oh my god, that's right. And I just saw Crunchyroll just started streaming the Spy Family movie. So much to catch up on. Blech. Oh, there we go. The only downside of new headphones is breaking in new headphones and getting used to new headphones. Okay, that is the left side. The left and the right on these are very subtly marked compared to other ones I've had. Alright. Danganronpa, me. Me. Oh my god, loud! Ooh, so loud! The headphones are too good! You have to always break headphones in on a box for your sensitive head? You know, that's actually a really good strategy. Maybe I'll try that. Wonder how long until wired headphones just die? They better not. I mean, I think for, increasingly you're seeing them being marketed more towards studio professionals, which makes sense because you will always get better sound quality with the cable than wireless. And I think a lot of wireless equipment will end up introducing noise into recording because of the electrical interference, so. A niche market for a long time? Yeah, because I mean, LPs, like records, came back in fashion because the sound quality's better, but like they technically were a niche still for years for that reason. They just got popular because more options became available. Alright. As always, this game gives me a little bit of grief. Because it likes to be the only thing open. So we'll see. If everything freezes when I test out an alt tab, I am sorry. That is my only complaint about Spike Chunsoft games. Isomnium was the same. It drove me bananas. It just is what it is. Oh, audio. There we go. Different technologies can be seen from such different perspectives? For sure. Like heavy phone users that think desktop computers are dead? Man, I mean... They are and they aren't, because definitely the average person no longer has a PC in their house. But, like, desktops have gone back to being, like, you know, specialty equipment, sort of. Because it used to be, like, you know, the only reason you would have a PC in your house is, like, a family member needed it for work, or, like, you guys were rich, kind of thing. Alright, load game. Oh, that's right, I was playing this with controller. I was like... Why does this feel foreign to me? That's right. I was playing with controller so I could actually manipulate stuff on the computer without having to alt-tab out. Oh, and of course the game's frozen. Give me one sec. There's always something with these. Why don't you just use a laptop? I mean... Depending on what you need, you can. But yeah, an actual desktop PC will always be much more robust. Game... DANGANRONPA? There we go. And I can actually manipulate outside. Yay. What is that weird visual of static at the top? That I don't know. I noticed that on the VOD for the last one. There's like, digital artifacts up in the top corner of the screen. I'm not sure why. We're just gonna... hide that as best we can. I always thought it was just Twitch being Twitch. No! It's on my end on OBS too. And even in the game. Like, there's digital pixelation just below the top of the screen. Like, I don't know why. It only seems to be in... Nope, it's in this screen too. Weird. I wonder if it's because it's windowed. Whatever, I've hidden it from you guys. You guys can't see it. It's only gonna be driving me crazy. Damn, this music be jamming. Thank you for your sacrifice. Anything for you guys, alright. So if I remember correctly, we just explored our room, the crime scene.
Very strange.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No. You've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. Did he even try to hide a suspicion on his face? I mean, look, it does sound weird, but that's on Makoto for not following this up with. She told me someone was trying to break into her room, and she asked to switch. And so I did. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? I don't know how this guy didn't end up getting the can, honestly. Maybe it's because Toko likes him so much, no one wanted to fuck with Toko. I don't know. He's more tolerable in the Japanese version because he's voiced by Akira Ishida, and anything that comes out of Ishida's mouth just automatically sounds better, even when he's voicing assholes. After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? No. She was already being targeted. You need to actually, tell people this shit, buddy. She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died? Well, all we can say now is that it's a possibility, and I'm just an asshole for putting this in your head. If that's really true, then Thanks, bitch! Hey, bud! Did you know your name's on the wall in the bathroom? Makoto's an idiot and thinks it's a number, but we know it's your name. We're on to you, buddy.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be, the nameplate? Wait, what? Oh! You're right. I forgot about that part. She outright switched the plates. This should be our room. But she put her nameplate on it. Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. How convenient that they come off so easily. Like, if you ever try to take, like, a number off a door or the side of your house, it is not that easy. This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates of my room and Sayaka's room were switched? So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? I guess you'll have to ask Sayaka that in the next life. Oh my god, Haikifumi. You poor dude. They don't make clothes your size in Japan. I heard Japan has a lot of, like, one-size-fits-all clothing. Mr. Nagi, what was Miss Mizono doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Most suspicious.
I will absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Alright, well, try and stop me, buddy. Alright, since he specifically mentioned the trash room. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
Hey, bitch! How about some warning? It's the end of the line! The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Okay, so who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. You're repeating yourself. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
This is stupid.
No, you can't go any further!
Okay, enough! Your parent impression is very impressive. Now shush! Well, Hifumi said he's not gonna let us dispose of anything, so I'm gonna assume he's the one on garbage duty. Mr. Annoying Little Kuma, he has a certain charm to him, even though he drives you absolutely bananas when you play the game. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. Since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room?
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge. If we all live that long.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room? And only the person on cleaning duty has access? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words,
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student, it becomes... so it's so people can't just dispose of incriminating evidence whenever they want to. RIP.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear, and things would get boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Who? You bitch! Don't call him that! I'm gonna grab your frickin' goatee and pull on it. You don't call people shit like that. truly the jock versus, like, the nerd dynamic going on here.
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar! I know why you did it.
Is it, like...
You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, and poking around at it. What?
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D. Thanks, Hifumi. Ally. We're safe. Because we're 3-dimensional. As a VTuber, I'm 2.5D. Am I exempt, or would I fall into 2D for him? Because, the whole thing is like, 2D, they're not real girls. A VTuber is a real girl at the end of the day. He loves me 50%? Alright, fine. I'd rather, if it had to be one of the weirdo characters in Danganronpa, I'd rather it be Gundam Tanaka, but...
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash stickers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and turn to Spooky! Thank you for subscribing! Yeah! Much appreciated! Pachi, 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 pachi. Welcome to the paying moonbeams. We've got extra emotes for y'all.
Completely unforgivable.
I would never get tired of 2D. Ifumi, please. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Alerts seem to be muted. Oh! Okay. Let me, There we go. I think that should fix it. I know last time we did a collab stream, my alerts ended up muted for a while because of me changing audio settings. Whoops. And PVC figures. Ah, there we go.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? As long as he doesn't talk about putting them in jars and stuff, then it's fine. If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. Oh!
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to! Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. Well, you haven't given me many opportunities. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You got it.
Ooh, okay. easy. Mm-hmm. So we headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They say he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Who's Rita? Sir? I don't even got the faintest clue what that reference is about. Okie dokie, leave it to me.
Mr. Naegi!
However,
Without a doubt.
surely you are planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? No. Whoops. I'm clicking way too fast, I'm sorry. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. I mean, I couldn't get in here without you, so you know. Wait! Maybe a parallel world? What in the Zero Escape are you on about? Whatever, let's just keep looking. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like some kind of glass ball, just big enough to fit into the palm of your hand, like a baseball?
Is this perhaps...
Is this? Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Okay, that reference I get. I just saw, someone talking about the localization of the new Dragon Ball game because they decided to translate, Honto as no cap. Because it was Trunks saying it to Vegeta. It's that infamous, if you win, I'll take you to the amusement park. Really? You promise? So they translated really as no cap. I'm like, oh, well, I guess that is technically the modern slang. But oh my goodness. It technically makes sense, because that is how the children of today would speak. But yeah, I don't mind slang in... Feels like a boomer trying to use modern lingo. It kind of does, yeah. I don't mind when localizers use current, like, parlance, like current slang. But the downside is it dates a game faster. So going back and playing a game that has really old slang in it, sometimes you end, depending how long it's been, you'll miss out on the meaning of, like, the sentences. So it's like a trade-off. It's like, sure, you can make it sound more accurate to how children today speak if you use, like, the TikTok lingo. But on the other hand, it makes it more inaccessible as time goes by. So for something that's because the new Dragon Ball game, I think that's a fighting game, isn't it? So I'm like, okay, like, it's gonna go out of style pretty fast. Makes sense as the turtles are supposed to be kids. Yeah, plus the people that are gonna go see those movies are generally children. Or, like, you know, people who are fans of it when they were kids. I'm sure if I go back and watch, because I mean, the Ninja Turtles in and of themselves, used a shit ton of slang from the 80s to begin with. Like Cowabunga. Like, now we kind of associate that with, like, Michelangelo and stuff, but that used to actually just be normal slang. Yeah, if you want the dialogue to sound more natural, you should use slang. If you want it to stand the test of time, you should use more general language, is how I see it. So like an RPG, using it would be kind of hit or miss because, you know, people might come back and play it. A fighting game that's going to be replaced in a couple years with a new version? Not so much. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Murasame, hello! Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Mina. This reference sounds familiar, but I can't place it. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. Say hi to Mother Murata. Hello, Mother. Or I guess Auntie. Technically. My name is Diana. It's nice to meet you. Murasame has been a great help as I have navigated through various Final Fantasy games. Hi, Mom. They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Yeah, this is likely, Heroes. Shattered Crystal Ball. Hi, Mom! There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of... something. Well, it looks like a sleeve. Just a generic white dress shirt sleeve. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of birdie love? No. You really dug around for that reference, buddy. Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth in the shape... It's part of a sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, even though it's like, you know, magenta. We all know what this is about. That's all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. I mean, technically it is part of the school uniform. She said one sentence already that she never would have guessed. Oh my goodness. It's always a little surprising and humbling when older family members end up knowing more than you think. preferred shirt piece has been added to the truth bullet section. Don't ask about the eye color. Yeah, I mean, variations of that have been, like, variations of that comment have been around for a long time. Like, my eyes are up here has been around for ages, so... Alright, the incinerator. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from the gate. Oh, it's on right now! Fire! Do you see the green and yellow buttons?
Yes,
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Ah! Someone turn the incinerator on! Spooky! Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good sleep. But perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Ah, yes, the trash fairy. Friend of otaku everywhere. Ifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here the incinerator was off. Yes, make no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory, not your drawing skills.
I feel as if...
Oh my god. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate,
Most suspicious.
it should be impossible, and yet... Funny thing she said to Bao is that she's a furry. Bao is a furry. Bao is absolutely unhinged. But how is that possible? Incinerator has been added to the truth bullets, okay? This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was last here, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards it burned close weren't.
Completely unforgivable.
What does it all mean, Mr. Nag? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it. I'm sure of it.
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Welcome back, and yeah, I said Bao is a furry. Bao is the most unhinged VTuber I know of. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Ah, manga. Alright, so we got the incinerator. We got that. The buttons? The green button turns it on, and the yellow button turns it off. Or, so it seems. She is barking too many times. She's barking. She likes Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. a huge fan of like the more chaotic subgenre of YouTubers. It's just not my thing. It's too high energy for me. But I can definitely see why she's popular. She has so much character. And she's a good singer too. I do like her music. And her design, she's just too high energy for me. I do watch Shoto though, who is like one of Bao's besties. So close enough, right? Oh, nope, that... Aha, there we go. She wants to adopt Bibo? Oh, like Bijou from Hololive? That Bibo? Hey, Mr. Neg, you seem a little down. I mean, everyone's been calling me a murderer. I mean, who? Everyone wants to adopt Bibo? Literally, who wouldn't want to adopt Bibo? I want to be a Chatterino so I can be a Chatini so I can be adopted by an Aota, but I would gladly adopt Bibu as well. And also Fuamoko. She's a little gremlin kid. You should show her clips from her Bibo's 3D Live where her shoes make the clanging noise. And she's stomping around like a kid with squeaky shoes. If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime.
Come on, come on.
I've got all kinds of stuff that might help cheer you up. Oh, buddy. I mean, close friends do share that kind of stuff. But we just met you, buddy. We're not that close yet. Is there anything else in here? Not yet. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Sticking your cat out? Oh my god. Yeah, I guess leave. I don't think there's anything else in there. Maybe we'll have to come back after, we talk to Hiro. So let's go check in. Look, if she doesn't know what that means, man! It's for the best, it is for the best. Hope's Peak Academy. I like how they had to write it sideways, because in Japanese, it's normal to write like kanji up and down, but it's not that way in English usually, so they had to write it sideways. You know, I could just fast travel, but might as well walk through the school. They put all the effort into rendering this environment. Get the true school life experience. Exactly. Hey, Hiro. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here. I've had enough. I gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. Yeah. Hey, Makoto, what are you doing here? Hey, does this look familiar? Oh, that's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. Diamond is unbreakable? So, how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? I mean, there's a very easy way to test if something is glass instead of crystal. But I guess Hiro doesn't know that. Bowser's feet? Oh my god. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Oh, honey. Let's put that aside for now. You can say without a doubt this belonged to you before it was blown into a million bazillion fragmentitos. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Drakon, hello. How is everyone? I'm good. United Fight starts tomorrow. Ah! You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found and taken it. Shattered crystal ball. Thanks, Hiro. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but... Ara ara. Ara ara. Ara ara mama. Ara ara. You got your first MK2 short dinner. Nice, congrats. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up for fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million?! That's pretty cheap actually, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Yeah, he did unfortunately bring that on himself. Best of luck on Guild Wars, thank you. I will be streaming as per usual if you want to listen for the suffering and chilty. Don't know what she thinks, her head is slightly red. Ah! A little Hazukashi? Feeling a little shy? Let's see here. Trouble shared is only half the burden. Hey, it's something at least. Map. Mother likes Ara Ara? Very nice. Happy to please. So there's supposed to be a boys' bathroom, girls' bathroom, laundry room. It's probably in the dorm. You have to show her faunas? Ah, yes. The queen of the Ara Ara. That and, Choco Sensei and Lami are very powerful Ara Aras as well. I was looking at Lami's plushies last night. I'm like, I should. It's like, I shouldn't. But I want to. Because I regret not getting Aquas before she graduated. It's like, Oh my god, Kobo. Good old Kobo. So that's the warehouse. Dining hall, so that's important. Kyoko's room, Makoto's room, Sayaka's room. Oh, that's right. We haven't checked out Sakura's room, have we? And that's the trash room. Oh, laundry? The laundry's right there. Okay. So that's the dining room. That's the bathhouse. Is this laundry? Crony is too risky. Oh, but Crony is so good. There's some magazines lying around. Same as Cottontail. Cottontail is like an actual voice actor, though. That's a little different. That's kind of different. That's the same as showing her like Amelie stuff. Or even Sayu. It's a little different when they do voices for a living. It's a little different than someone just having the raw power as part of their natural charm. But Crony has a nice ribbon. The boobs jump scare? Oh no. I mean, that's what you get for having Wada Arco as your mama. It's what made Nero in Fate so powerful. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. Oh. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. You like food, I get. So, I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Don't have dads? Some do. Ina has Kuroboshi Papa. Sana had, well, some people do call their Raker's dads. But the whole mama versus dad thing is about who your artist is. So unless you have two artists, you only have one parent. I technically have 3 mamas because I've had 3 different models, so... Yep. She was here when Sayaka was killed, okay. Damn, look at all this produce. Oh! That's suspicious. Just the middle knife missing? There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but... It looks like one of them is missing. They always buying the milk. Was it missing from the very beginning? Or... I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Alright. Who took the knife? Who helped themselves to the stabby? Yours is buying milk too? Hey! Why are you opening the can of trauma? Hey, so... did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, it's not strange. Someone took it. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. Weird, I didn't notice anything. In other words, you were right here in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Woo! Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? No! Of course not! I would never! Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
Because, I mean...
Well, she was in your room when she was killed, right? So, I mean... you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together... I honestly have no idea. Stop thinking, girl. You're not helping. You are not helping. Oh wait, we did ask her who came by. Not this again. Never mind. Because obviously she knows who's come and gone, but trying to get her to say it. Well, we can go in her room now. Or not. Oh, did I just... yeah, I just completely picked the wrong door. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? But it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this. To the AV room. Do 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 do. Boop 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 ba doo. Okay. AV room, AV room. See you? Okay, bye! Alright, around the corner. Have fun, thank you! I'm being blind here. Ah, there it is. Past 1A and 1B. It's literally around the corner. Somehow I missed it. Oh, this is the AV room. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the trash. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play, and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... they did the poor girl on the far right nasty with her artwork. Or at least the photo. Like, the poor thing has her eyes like 75% closed. An image slowly appeared. It looks like some kind of concert. She got background character art. Yeah, poor thing. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band.
Yay.
For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
it would be a shame anything happened. Suddenly, the screen went dark. And in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh! Yeah, that would explain Sayaka having her meltdown. Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. And what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed. They do pretty great at making these look grim as hell. Oh yeah.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduating. Yeah, that would definitely spur her to, murder, I think. Considering she was already unstable and overthinking about what would happen if she, lost the people's attention. Without warning, the video suddenly cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? Oh, you sweet, naive little boy. They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Has he tried to say he was even able to get rid of them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things that far? Oh, that was the last clue we needed. It's class trial time.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
What?
It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
I was wondering what that thing was about.
See you soon!
The highlight? Oh yeah, this is when things get wild. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Oh, and they put us right there. Man, listen to this ambiance. Like, Danganronpa's plot itself is absolutely bananas, but they do such a good job selling you on it. The frickin' cello's just... Mwah! You're late! We've all been waiting for you. Well, sorry, I was just down the hall around the corner. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. Then we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Well, thanks, bitch. So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka? Is it really one of us? Yeah, it's that asshole in the back corner.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay. Let's get started. Right, if we talk to them, they just say, let's go, kind of thing. I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Good question. I guess I have no choice but to get on that elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before. But it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is! As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed, and the elevator started to move. Ah, yes, everyone just these PNG cutouts into the scene. You can see the white edges where they didn't clean them up quite perfectly. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close, it's total shit. Ha ha.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. Come on. Jump. We did what he said and found our seats. Poof. I feel bad for Kiyotaka. He's surrounded by the dead on both sides. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Well, we're not really sitting, you're standing. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial! The D stands for deadly. Ah yes, the prep period. I don't think we have any skills yet. That's the only one we got, thanks Sayaka. Okay. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Dun.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
He could totally pull a fast one, but you know, you gotta admit, at least he sticks to the truth.
Okay, then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Okay.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
Damn, fell for it, right?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Makoto! Just give him a good old backhand, you're right there.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
So there's a 16th student somewhere.
Okay.
You're not fooling anyone with that, Monokuma.
Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure. I vaguely remember how the class trial stuff works, but it's been a while. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another, without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What that means is that you have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Okay, this is what I remember then. Any relevant truth words you found during your investigation will be loaded into the cylinder. Use the mouse to aim and then fire. I'm using a controller! Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. If you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Okay. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Oh, whoops. How do I shoot? Might be able to switch that? Yeah. I mean, I'm using a controller, so in theory it should. Did you notice? Yes, yes, yes. I know. I know! Oh, very nice. Alright. Can't do anything.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto.
So B is fast forward.
It seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Oh my god. The greatest struggle.
The one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't...
Okay, that's not it. Oh, it's Y.
No, it's wrong.
Well, now we got it, finally. Y for you're wrong.
Try to remember how my room looked.
Just a second. Just a second, he says.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. Why you're wrong? Exactly.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
No.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
Why would you do that, though? Like, I know people panic when, like, they're in situations, but literally, You should have run out into the hallway.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
Like, what are you gonna do in the bathroom?
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scenes. It shouldn't even need explaining.
It's not like you can call the police while you're hiding in the bathroom.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
You don't have a gun in the bathroom cabinet? No. Especially not in a country like Japan where gun control is very, very strict. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. I mean, that we already know. Kitchen knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No.
How could anyone?
Oh, I
do something
missed!
like that?
It was too slow!
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp
I swear to God, it did not respond.
So the killer used some random knife they had.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong! It was not a random knife. It's a knife in the kitchen.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
I mean, Sayaka did, have a fake katana for self-defense, but, you know, it's not sharp, so...
Huh? A kitchen?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Ow.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Hey, fuck you!
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Leon, stop trying to throw us off the trail. We know you did it.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Shut up,
I
Leon.
don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to finish. Don't blame poor innocent 11037. Yeah, you turn that upside down though, you get Leon, so I don't know. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. Everyone's just assuming the fanboy is the murderer. There's a bit more to learn, sure. Concentrate by holding down the space key. I already discovered that. That's the X button. When you concentrate, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like that consumes the focus gauge. Okay. Well then, good luck, have fun, okay! I always account.
So I guess there's no question that the kid...
Oops, wrong button.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
Aish!
And then he went and stabbed Sayaka.
So he really did do it?
No. No.
Reach the end.
Ah, you dum-dums.
There's no question that the kitchen knife... But where does that get...
Makoto must have did it in secret, when nobody was...
No, that's wrong.
Shut up, Toko. You call yourself a writer. You can't even use basic
wait,
logic.
Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness?
Oh my god, Toko.
What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Then why is no one blaming Aoi?
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Jesus.
No, he definitely wasn't there.
She's like, well, I mean, I'm kind of a space cadet.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
She's right.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So basically there is literally no benefit to being an accomplice.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Monokuma's like, you idiots, you stupid little butts! I'm just gonna spoil this for you so you stop barking up the wrong tree!
Out loud!
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Well,
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Yeah.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Technically no, but...
I can.
Oh, Sakura?
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Damn, Sayaka really took the knife under Sakura's eyes.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
Not really, you guys could lie to cover each other.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Surprisingly progressive of you to assume Sakura's a girl, Sakura's a boy, even though she's wearing a skirt. Foot in mouth. Yeah, like, this is accidentally progressive. Like, he assumes the big macho person must be a dude, but ignores the fact that Sakura is wearing a skirt, which is a very, very gendered piece of clothing. It shouldn't be. But undoubtedly, like, probably 75% of the time, if someone's wearing a skirt, they probably identify as a girl.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Oh, what an idiot.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
It balances out, yeah. I mean, like, and also the fact that Sakura is a super gendered name. Like, there are definitely anime characters who have their surname as Sakura, but I don't think I've ever seen a boy character in all of anime with Sakura as their name. Like, they might have the kanji for it in their name, but it would be read with an alternative reading. Sakura is, like, extremely gendered.
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Like, if Aoi was named Sakura and Sakura was named Aoi instead, the mistaking Ogami as a boy would make sense because Aoi is both a boy and a girl's name, but not Sakura.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here. Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Ah, yes. So Sakura took the knife. For self-defense or for murder? Okay. So the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Correcto mundo.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
How did she hide the knife, though, as she took it out? Because it's a kitchen knife on a metal bar, so there's not like a sheath or anything like that. I don't think her Sailor Fuku has deep enough pockets to put a knife in it.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her and she was killed with it?
Yep, apparently.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Ah!
What?
Rip.
See? He did do it after all.
Why are you so horny about this?
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument.
In the thigh highs? You would cut the shit out of your leg doing that.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's going to die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Oh my god, the voice of reason.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
It's like I'm not familiar with that word.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
The hair? Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Oh, we have to spell it out. Absolutely. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim and the button to shoot. Okay, great. You'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. No, my career as an influencer. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. Alright. Into my mind palace. Ah, yes, hair. There we go. Oh, you have to hit it twice. Okay.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
True. It's weirder not to have any hair, in the room.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No, because her body's in the bathroom. There's no point getting rid of her hair. Also, frickin' Leon is sweating bullets over there.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, thank you, Kyoko.
Yes, very true, very true.
Did they get rid of the killer's hair too? Yeah. They used the lint roller and they rolled up every single trace of hair. So Makoto's hair, the killer's hair, and Sayaka's hair.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
I don't know, Leon. Why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
I mean, he does have a point, but shut up.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Thank you, Kyoko! You and your heart-shaped head.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
Ah, yes, the door.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yeah, the doorknob was basically disassembled. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. The doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob is the doorknob, you doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
It means someone unscrewed the doorknob to get in.
Trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Yeah, because the door in the boys' room doesn't have a lock.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoto? Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? The ultimate luck shining through? Yeah, that's exactly it. Because Monokuma was like, wow, you're so unlucky having a broken door. But the fact that the door was broken is what actually saves him from being accused of being a murderer. Sure. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one liar contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influencer career will take damage. Reach a 0, you'll fail. There you go, Seattle. You got it right, Unicorn. Make your argument. Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job,
It was you! Wasn't it? We already know the answer.
Shut up, Toko.
The incident took place in Sayaka was first. She then fled into the.
Then the killer ran it, and they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door because Sayaka had locked it.
Incorrect.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Shut up.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Surprise, Leon. You fucked up.
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
What are you talking about? It saved my freaking life.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
They switched the nameplates. The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail is they didn't know crime took place in my room.
The killer must not have realized that it
Really
was my
though?
room.
You should be able to tell from the outside of the doorknob there's no lock.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
Because most locking doors have a lock on the outside that you can open with a key. So you should be able to tell at a glance that, like, you know, a door doesn't lock.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom.
Diana has experience breaking down doors.
Then
no, just experience in trying to hide out in rooms and getting locked in rooms and stuff like that. Because, you know, a lot of the times in university, if you share a house with people, each individual bedroom door will have a lock. But the bathroom usually won't. Or at least not the same kind of lock, so it tends to be pretty obvious. It's not hard to break doors. The horse kick. Yeah, you have to have the strength to do that, though, and also the foresight.
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
Not everyone knows the correct way to break a door down. They just see it in movies and think, that's all you need to do is just throw your shoulder against it. Don't skip leg day, mommy thighs are good. Oh no.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
You instantly would have been able to open the door, yeah.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Thank you, Toko. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
That's what we're trying to figure out, Mondo. Keep up.
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
No, that's a horrible idea.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
That is a very bad idea.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
For serious, for serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Shoot.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
He's like, oh boy.
It's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so,
Did you forget?
well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Oh, that is a good question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
You are so stupid.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
That would be like bait, honestly. To drop the key and then someone picks up and they're like, I'm gonna go into her room.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative. If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Are you sure? Maybe you're just not good at it.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
They just opened the door.
Could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Bruh.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular. Because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka lets someone in because... it's switching rooms, I think. On the night of the murder, trade rooms was found in Makoto's room. Sayaka had originally asked to switch with her when someone attempted to force their way into the room and she became frightened. Okay, that is correct.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? She was a liar, unfortunately.
I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
There we go.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
Yeah, you're about to confront the truth that Sayaka wasn't really a good person.
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Oh shit. You don't see this trick very often. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
You don't see that. Feels like a trick that died off over time. Yeah, because most people don't actually take notes on with pen and paper anymore. You can still totally do it though. It also doesn't work 100% of the time. Because the only way that trick works is if someone has a heavy enough hand to leave impressions on the second sheet. So if someone has a really light hand, or like, you know, the pen, the ink in the pen flows very easily, so you don't have to press down, then you won't leave much of an impression. Because I've tried that trick before out of curiosity's sake, and yeah, it only works like half the time.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Rest in peace, Makoto. She was just using you!
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Rest in peace.
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then, that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
A gay man? Or someone who's aromantic?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Or if you're Hifumi.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Well, that's why we're asking.
Very well then. Pay attention.
I love her voice, though. It's so good.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Incorrect.
So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Okay. There's a few different ones this could work on.
Sayaka and Makoto switched room, but in the note, it specifically... I see. So then they would have gone to...
Exactly. The room that Makoto was...
Oh, I got it! First try!
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Correct.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right? Okay, then who did it?
Sayaka. There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew. Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
Sayaka was totally trying to set Makoto up to take the fall as a murderer. It feels like she just instantly thought that either Makoto would A, just like take the blame for her willingly, and or everyone would believe her over Makoto.
You can also infer
Both are horrible. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
To make sure the person came to that
She
room.
wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To frame Makoto.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
Incorrect.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Correct.
Oh, yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because it's covered in shitty gold paint. The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Correct.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Uh-oh. What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn. Sure! Are you getting used to these? I guess. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak points, only one of those bullets can refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spot to refute each other. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage. Oh no! Can you use the mouse wheel? What if you're using a controller?
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Oh,
and
like
that's
that.
when the first blow
Okay.
was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Incorrect. If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no Ah, yes, so I was right. It is the sheath. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No!
And that's what broke
Ah!
Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she grabbed the kid, but then the culprit.
And they killed
I was too slow.
What happened?
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Yeah!
What's wrong?
That's wrong! Iggy!
Actually, no.
You almost drifted to sleep and the scream scared you? I'm sorry!
Why not?
That seems to happen fairly often with my streams. I lure everyone to sleep and then the game scares the crap out of them.
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
She missed by like 1/1000th of a second the scream couldn't be held in. Yeah.
Something sharp. You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Oh, come on, Mondo.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Heavy and bulky and useless.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
Because they just grabbed the sword to block the knife.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which is crazy, honestly. That, like, you know, because a sword sheath is pretty narrow. To be able to perfectly block the knife attack with that, that's some pretty good reflexes.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Who shot first, Han Solo or,
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
Incorrect.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
That's a lot of switching as someone used to hitting a small object with a big tool, you know? You make a good point there. The sword would actually be comparable in the size and weight to a baseball bat. Like, especially a metal bat?
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Like a katana would be bigger, but the weight's probably comparable when you factor in the amount of steel in each. My mind is taking that real dirty. Hey! Does the sword just not have a blade? It doesn't. It's a replica. It's it's like those display katanas you can buy. So like, you know, the sword is metal, but it's not sharpened. So like you can bludgeon someone with it, but you can't slash them.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
The part of her body that shows she never used the sword. Her hands? You want to use a sword? Which part of the body would have to touch it? Her stomach. No, her palms.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Keep up, Hina. We already went over this. The super shiny glittery gold.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands.
And somehow they managed to hide it the whole night until 7 a.m. when the water finally turned back on and they could get the paint off themselves.
There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
No, because the water's off. It's nighttime.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Togo, what the fuck?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way she washed her hands because there was no running water. She would have had to have like a bucket prepared. She's afraid of water. You know, there probably are people who have aquaphobia severe enough that they're afraid to touch water at all. But as someone who has aquaphobia, I can still wash my hands, so that ain't it. The water was off.
According to the
Water not being able to remove it would also be a valid choice, though. Because there's a reason sometimes when you're like doing house painting and stuff, you have to use paint thinner or like alcohol to get the paint off your hands if you get some on you. Because just water won't work on oil-based paint.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Ew!
Oh my.
Hifumi's like, oh my god, I've been standing beside you this whole time. I was wondering what that smell is. I thought it was me.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Remember, folks, shower and use your deodorant if you're going to Comiket. It's these two don't, and that's the reason the place stinks.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Honestly, bringing, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Wet wipes to conventions would be a really good idea. Because I know I've definitely had trouble before with finding time to take a shower before going to bed. Because, you know, if you're in a hotel room with like 4 or 5 other people, and everyone's trying to use the shower at night or first thing in the morning, it gets really difficult to find time to actually go use the shower. At least like using like the wet wipes or whatever would refresh you. Wouldn't do anything for your hair, but it's something at least.
hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have to be the one without the sword. Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka?
Not supposed to wash the hair with shampoo every day anyway. Technically, at conventions, I think it's more common to, especially if you cosplay, because your hair has been up underneath the wig all day, so it's gonna be really gross and oily anyway. So, plank push-ups? Oh no! Okay, 1 second. Ocarina Sujin-sama! Why am I being punished, master?
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was... Sayaka?
Yeah! Sayaka is Han Solo! Ugh. Headphones come off. Related, I end up washing my hair most days I stream because the headphones make my head all sweaty and my hair all gross, so yeah. If your hair is like sweaty and dirty, wash it every day. Sometimes you have to though, but you just use a gentle shampoo. Alright. Push up and plank. Here we go. Need some leg exercise in there. I mean, I do a lot of walking normally, but I mean, I can't add squats. I could add squats.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
She wasn't a blameless victim in this? What a thing to say.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Yeah, bae. What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in.
Rip.
And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Well, you did say you would do anything for her. She decided to take that quite literally.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
This poor dude. This poor dude.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
True.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
Damn, they're literally like, I don't know if he would actually defend himself. I think he would just take it.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Yup.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
The just desserts right there. That's karma.
Just hold on. That can't be true.
Alright, simp, calm down.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
Okay, bitch.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Why? Well, rest in peace, boy.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
RIP. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Make your argument. Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna
Okay.
It's
So
easy just
there's
to say,
only
hey, decide who did it.
one.
There just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
Leon just wants us to forget about the clues.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dining? No, you dummy.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question Sayaka wrote it. You can just check her index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
You know, good on her though. If you're right-handed trying to write something with your left hand, that is difficult.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
How does that match up? She's into computers, not math.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Go Hifumi! Though Taku would be used to English and anime, so that makes sense.
Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
And there's a barely, crossed out, like, middle connector.
Right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Wow!
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Hooray!
Even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
But what if they're all letters? I just don't know. Oh, come on!
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? You can just say look at it upside down. I think maybe I see something. Just turn the whole PSP upside down.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Well, I guess a different language, but there's no excuse at this point. Yeah. That's the thing, right? Everyone who plays this is like, how uncommon was reading English? Because I know, like for example, in one Kagayaku Kisetsu E that we were playing, it was set in the 90s? Late 80s, early 90s, and they were learning English in school. And sorry, not Sayaka. Ayumi in Famicom Detective Club had an English test as part of the plot. So it's like, y'all are high school students who should be actively being taught English. Even if you don't know a lot, even if like English was your worst subject, you probably learned most of the alphabet by the time you're in high school. Considering Ayumi was... Yeah, so it's like, you should at least be able to like figure out that they're letters, even if you can't figure out, even if you can't go L-E-O-N, whose name would be written that way in English?
So, whose name did she write?
It's also just kind of hilarious that Sayaka, as she's like dying, she's like, I'm gonna write the killer's name in English, even though it's not my native language. Probably would have been a lot easier just to write Leon in hiragana, because it would have just been R-E-O-N. It would have been 3 characters. Probably much easier to write. But, you know, it's part of the mystery. They had to write it in English so people wouldn't get it immediately. Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. We turn a message 180 degrees. It should become crystal clear. Leo! Who's Leo? Oh, select someone. Where is he? Where is he?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. Leon. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
That's a pretty frickin' big coincidence!
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Damn!
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yeah, he's one of the few people wearing a long-sleeve white shirt. The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's that thing I found in the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Da 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 da.
I got it!
It's the shirt.
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked.
Well, unfortunately, they couldn't exactly reach the incinerator because the gate was locked.
Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
We'll check the shirt buttons.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, I think so.
The bird remains at the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed of.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
You'd be right in normal circumstances.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Incorrect.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
No.
Which means the only
I
suspect
missed.
is whoever had.
Okay, so
Yeah. No! The prayer hand support guy.
Whoever was on cleaning duty.
So the only one, the person in charge of...
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
No.
No, that's wrong.
Coincidentally, 30 feet is about the distance from the pitcher's mound to home plate.
Dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
It's the Dragon Ball.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was throw it!
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned it on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Yeah, the baseball fairy!
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Throwing fabric accurately that kind of distance without wrapping it around something is very hard, though. Because, you know, fabric tends to flutter. So technically we would have needed 2 crystal balls. One to hit the switch and one to wrap the shirt up in so you could throw it and get it into the incinerator.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room.
Unicorn! I'm gonna bonk you. Bad! Bad! Someone get the spray bottle! Get this lewd person away from us!
The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much
Once
more
I finally
thoroughly.
get enough money to... Spray bottle doesn't work on turtles? What if it's filled with alcohol, though? Like rubbing alcohol. 90% isopropyl alcohol that burns like shit.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be
That's different. There we go.
right?
I happen to have a bottle of that handy because I use it to clean my makeup brushes.
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Sure, if you're an ace pitcher.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so.
'Cause
Because the killer is...
You just gotta throw the ball into the pitcher's mitt. Or sorry, the catcher's mitt. Because the ultimate fanfic creator. No, ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Not really.
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong. I'm telling you.
Okay.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me. What the hell do you mean end this?
You shouldn't have killed her, buddy. It was justified self-defense literally up until you broke her wrist. After that, she should have just turned around and left when she ran and hid in the bathroom.
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed.
Like, she could have lied and said Leon attacked her, but, like, it's kind of irrefutable that something happened because her wrist was broken. So eventually they would have put 2 and 2 together.
Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? No, I remember how this one works. We're just making it a manga. Alright. And that made her drop the knife. Oh, Act 3. Cleaning. The ball. Ah, there we go. And completely unaware. An itty bitty bit of the shirt. Oh, he just tied the shirt up into a ball and chucked it in. Okay. Alright, if you tied it into a ball like that, yeah, you could have just thrown it by itself. I'm in! Okay, I'm finally playing it? Yes, I am. Probably like that? Or actually, no. But she wasn't bleeding yet. Alright, we'll leave that there for now. Yeah, probably like that. She backed him up into... Or, no, like that. Oh, she already actually dropped it, so that's redundant. And we want that. Oh, that's outside the room. Reenact. It's done?
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Oh my god, it's the famous song!
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Those are some pretty brittle bones, though. If that's all it took. Then again, he probably swung it pretty hard.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open.
See, once you ran into the bathroom, Leon, if you had stopped, you wouldn't be convicted of murder. This is the one thing I never understood why he went through with killing her. It doesn't make sense.
What they didn't know was that my bathroom
Especially since he left?
And there was a trick to opening it.
To get his toolkit. And came back.
Sayaka knew about that because I told her. But of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message.
Boehner case? Yeah, it's pretty good for the first one. Of like a game.
To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone.
Would have gone away with it too? He didn't have to kill her though. He broke her wrist and she ran away from them. At that point, it still justifies self-defense. They should have just left.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
Like, if he had attacked and ended up killing her in a moment of, like, panic, that's one thing. But the dude literally left the room to get a screwdriver and came back to get at her. Like, that, at that point, you've gone past, accidental, like, manslaughter, and, like, it is just straight up murder.
First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
If it's all going down already, might as well graduate? No! No sane person silently just like, oh well, they tried to kill me, I'm just gonna go and kill them. No! No sane person would do that. That's why I don't understand. Like, yeah, Sayaka the next day could have been like, Leon tried to kill me. It's like, yeah, but he didn't. What are they gonna do? All gain up and kill him because he tried to kill the pop singer? No. At worst, they'd lock him in his room so he couldn't get out. No sane person in a normal situation? I don't know, man. It takes a lot to, like, finally get to that point to kill someone, though. That's the thing, right? Like, who knows what was in his DVD? I mean... we don't know. We never find out. That's the thing, right? Like, going through all these motions after you've killed someone? Okay, yes, I get it. Going through all this, like, just because someone attacked you and you were like, I need to kill them. It's stupid. Wish they threw in concept art even for them? Yeah. They might not have even thought that far for... especially since Leon wasn't going to be around for very long. But I mean, it's sort of like, seriously, what else could it have been other than all of his baseball teammates are dead or his family's dead? Like, those are the only things that could really affect a teenager that way.
They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate.
I like how
access to the incinerator.
I like how this has turned out exactly like Zero Escape, while chat is trying to explain the justification to me about why you would betray someone, and I'm like, I just don't understand. Why would you do that? Why would you be a shitty person?
So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
Rambo says when you push, killing as easy as breathing, but yeah, that's Rambo.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot.
Like, I don't know, man. I've literally been in fights where I've been attacked and I literally could do shit all. Like, I really think there are some people out there who really don't have it in them to fight even when their life is at stake.
And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief.
Oh, now you're just projecting, bro.
There was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Complete!
It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right?
Oh, what a rookie mistake. You can't get blood out of her clothes that easily.
Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
I mean, logically, he would object to everything.
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object, I object, I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well, unfortunately, at the end of the day, if they all vote for you, it doesn't matter whether or not you acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Am I? I have the evidence? The first bullet time battle is about to begin. Oh no, absolutely. What is this? This I don't remember. Oh no, it's the rhythm game! Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka the BTB, BW. I never fully got these, me neither, oh no. You want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo's marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Oh dear. To lock on to your opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked on with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Oh boy. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get tempo down. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the button to shoot them with a truth bullet. Okay. Good luck? Thanks. I'm actually gonna need it.
Removed the screws from the doorknob. They didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Alright, time to go and check the shrink wrap on everyone. They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Wow.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Okay. We get the point. I have to show indisputable evidence. The moment of truth. Oh, God.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof?
Oh, that's me. Damn it. Uh-oh. Bad end! Give it another shot, yes. Thank you. Oh man.
When the killer removed the screws from instead.
What a pain in the butt.
No, stupid, stupid. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
Okay, there we go.
You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Here's your proof. You kidding me?
This is like the worst, one of the worst rhythm games I have ever played.
Shut up.
And I've played Twisted Wonderland. I'm starting to get it though. God. If it was just hitting the button on the rhythm, that would be easy.
I refuse to give up.
It's the fact you have to select the statement with one button and then shoot with the other. It's like, what the fuck?
When the killer removed the screen instead.
Okay, yeah.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lied. Shut up.
Whoa, too much damage.
Kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking.
Oh my god, I keep messing up the buttons.
You kidding me? chance! You lied! Shut up! Shut up! Stupid! Where's your proof? You kidding me?
You just got lucky for some? It's very possible. I keep messing up the buttons. Like, which one's shoot and which one's to lock on? God damn.
I refuse to give up yet.
Because you have to lock on. It's not enough just to hit the button. You have to...
When the kill...
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
Right.
It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid.
Oh, you have to select the statement on the B2.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Shut up. Stupid. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking.
Ah! Final strike!
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
And as soon as I figured out you had to select the statement on the beat as well as refute it on the beat, I got it first try.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
Ugh! I've always heard that the rhythm segment at the end is the worst part of the game and everyone hates it. I can see why!
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Okay!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Are you gonna say anything else, buddy?
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
He makes a compelling case that it's stupid?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Oh! Yeah, he's going through it.
So, you have no rebuttal?
See, dude, if you had just stopped when you broke her wrist and she ran away, you wouldn't be in this situation.
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yeah! I got an A! That image is generally creepy. Oh, yeah, he's going through it. We've got a straight up Salvador Dali painting going on here.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
And this is the creepiest image of them all. Making children, select...
Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Damn, you can't vote at... You can't, abscond your vote as a form of protest.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh my god. Oh. Yay. Congratulations. Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Leon? Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it!
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you? See, he's got it.
I didn't have a choice.
Yes, you did. It was kill or be killed. You're so dumb. She ran away.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. There was complete chance that I wound up like this. Oh no, you made a decision.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Incorrect.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, it'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and that video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here! The one thing that was more important to her than anything, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka, I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. Hopefully she did actually sleep around. That does happen to some girls. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that! All of it! Everything! It's all your fault! Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron. Strong enough, I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If we really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! Oh, that was a close one! I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping and I would have to summon Gungear again. Just barely avoided punishment you did, just barely. I'm surprised you guys didn't write the pun that way. You missed a very good opportunity.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you magnificently revealed the identity of the killer, the blackened Leon Kawata will receive his punishment, and boy is it fucked up!
Punishment? You mean execution?
You should have thought of that before you stabbed her, bucko.
Wait a second.
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. It stopped being self-defense the instant she ran away.
Is that a thing?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, I was under the influence. Stop it! I've had enough of this! Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him! So say what? If it worked for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon! We shouldn't be fighting each other. We shouldn't be fighting against the one who put us in this situation! Uh-oh! Did you awaken to your sense of justice? Are you a Seiki no Mikata now? Are you an ally of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Chills, kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for! The punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging! No more excuses! You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules! Society demands it! Sayaka probably begged you not to as well!
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Man, the punishments are wild? But so fucked up, man. No. Well, goodbye. I mean, literally, being pulled like this would have snapped his neck in the first place. Like, let's be real here. He should already be dead. This is a fucking horrible way to die, too. Like, you're literally being bludgeoned to death. Like, there shouldn't be anything left of him, really. He should be, like, pretty much, tenderized. I don't know if there would be that much blood, apart from, like, his nose and eyes and stuff. The rest of it would all be internal bleeding. What we saw, that was the face of true despair. I mean, if we can call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is popping right out of control. Yay. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut ties with the outside world and keep living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Boo-hoo-hoo.
Damn you!
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy, are you not?
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, evil, secret society type of bear.
Well...
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame! Of course we can't cut free, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn of all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Alright.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I've said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Bye! And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Dun dun dun. Oh, you're not gonna let me save yet. Or can I? Can I save? Because this seems like a good point. Because I know it's gonna transition into the next section soon, but it is already almost 11 p.m. and I'm tired. Alright. Well, can't really say poor Sayaka, because, I mean, she kind of did it to herself. There's a chapter epilogue, essentially. Yeah, that I do know, but we can do that next time, I think. I think this is probably the best place to wrap up for now, because the epilogue's probably going to take another, 20 plus minutes, and I am cooked. So that's okay. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see who's... thank you for the stream, of course! Alright. My friend Toko, is streaming. So we can go over to him. He's playing Monster Hunter. He's a new streamer. Very, very new. You're lucky you stopped when you did last time. I mean, I said it before, I haven't played this game myself, but I do know, most of what happens, so I kind of have a vague idea of when are the good points to stop. But okay, yeah, I will send you over to Toko. He's a new friend, or rather new streamer. So if you feel up to watching some Monster Hunter, go show him some love. Otherwise, that's it from me. I will see you guys at 12 p.m. tomorrow. It is the start of United Fight in Granblue, which basically means it's gonna be mostly a week of me doing borderline Zasudan streams, because Granblue basically plays itself. So I just need the company while I grind all these points out. Alrighty, guys. That's it for me. So if it's daytime where you are, have a wonderful rest of your day. Yap streams, yep. So like the 20 minutes at the start of stream, but multiply that by 4 hours. If it's nighttime, have a great rest when you head on off to bed. And until next time I see ya, take care of yourself. Wash your face, brush your teeth, eat good food, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye! Bye-bye-bye-bye.